Good good morning, everybody. Today is July 2nd, and as I said yesterday, July usually it's a historically it's a bullish month, probably one of the most bullish months of the year. And yesterday we were seeing a lot of bearish order flow, but the market couldn't get much traction to the downside. Then we had a nice bounce, but then we couldn't make highs. We couldn't even get to the previous day's half. So sellers kept pushing. And wouldn't let the buyers do their job. And then overnight, we closed at 55.34 on ES, and then we've been seeing selling since then. We are seeing here a double distribution. We have a low volume node here between 55.17 and 55.19. We're opening inside the range from yesterday, having tested below the lows. We saw a pretty nice bounce, and we have inventory that's 99% short. Usually we get a correction, so we have to see how, if we break this low volume area, what happens when we get into this value area from yesterday. So holding above 55.21, which is value area low, and accepting prices here with volume, then targets the other side of value, which is at 55.38 and 3/4. And here we have a poor high from yesterday. Here we have the close, right? So that would correct inventory 100%. And then, if we break the highs, then my targets are just like yesterday. We want to see how the previous days have, what the reaction is there. And then, we have value above, right? The 20-day point of control is at 55.34, between 32 and 34, and attempting to break below targets usually the other side of the range. We've tried one and we tried just now, so we'll see what happens. This really could go either way. There's a strong magnet in the 55.30s area. That doesn't mean that we're gonna go necessarily there. We just need to see what happens at the key levels. So first level to watch is here, the 55.19 to 55.21, and accepting above it targets value area high. And then we go from there level to level, see if we can move through the value area. Remember, we're in July again, bullish usually. So let's see what happens. Now, if sellers reject yesterday's value, and then we test the 20 areas, and then we come back, we want to see price come down below this area, basically below 50, so below yesterday's low, right? And then, like I've been saying, holding below 55.05 targets this 54.89 level, and then 54.80. And then we have some references from the previous contract, 54.73, which is the Friday's RTH low on the previous contract. Okay. But I'm not sure if we're gonna get that low today. NQ is holding value better than ES today. You can see that yesterday we tested the low side. Now we have three lows, 1, 2, 3 lows here that are kind of close to each other. And like I said, if we take those lows, then look for this gap fill at the 19700 area. But right now we're in the middle of the high volume node, so getting back above 20,020, I would look for a move to take this highs and retest the 20,100 level. Crude oil, you can see that has been moving. It had a, I don't know how many days, 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth session or the third session that's been rallying. I had mentioned that value area move, and it happened pretty quickly. We held above 8260 and then moved all the way to the other side of value. Now, the same thing happens with there's another section that I was talking about in the video, in the notes on the Discord earlier. That let me see if I can get this, because I'm having a little bit of an issue with my screen. But so basically what I was showing is that there's a previous range up here, and value area low for that range is at 84.56. So if we hold this area 84.56, I'm gonna be looking for longs, because the value area rule says holding entering into previous value targets the other side of value. So holding above this level targets, of course, first the point of control, which is up here in the 85.30 area, 85.80 to 85.40, and then the other side of value, which is at 86.40. So holding here targets here, right? Which is what happened here, remember? Oh, 81.60, I said it wrong. I said it 82.60, but it was 81.60, targets 83.20 something, and it all happened super quickly in one day, right? Like the first time we tested it, actually no, I'm lying. We tested it a few times, it kept rejecting. Finally, we held above it, and then the move happened pretty quickly through the whole value area. And now we're holding above it. So let's see what the reaction is at here, 84.50. Right now, it seems that there's some sellers ahead, and we put a lot of volume here. So in the short term, this is going to be a magnet at 83.40 and change. So if we pull back today, I'm going to be looking for this area to be retested and see this thin area, if there's any rejection of that and we keep moving higher, or if we accept back into this area and then come back into value. Right now, short-term value is way below us, so watch which way this wants to go. Of course, there's some fundamentals with crude oil that besides where the price was, there's hurricanes, there's Middle East stuff, and all of that is gonna affect how price moves. Gold is still in balance, is still accepting prices here, so not much has changed. This morning there was a good long opportunity. I didn't take it, but we were testing the low side of the range and we came back into value. Okay, so as far as news, we have jolts at 10 a.m. Which are gonna likely move the market. We also have Powell speaking at 9:30, and the European Central Bank's head speaking too. And then tomorrow we have some more stuff. We have initial jobless claim, PMI, final, ISM, services, etc. All right, so I think that's about it for today. Again, inventory correction. If we don't get that, look for how we react at value area low. And if we reject, then look for that move and how if we hold below 55.05. All right, good luck. Somebody's making noise here.